See, the January 6th panel is underway. Today's hearing focusing on former President Trump's alleged pressure to declare 2020 election results corrupt. According to our brand new exclusive poll, again, NewsNation Decision Desk HQ, 50% of voters approve of the government's investigation into Trump's role in the attack on the Capitol. And NewsNation's Tom Dempsey joining us now from Washington. So, Tom, what else did we learn from today's hearing?
Well, Nichole, today's hearing all dealt with how President Donald Trump allegedly pressured the Department of Justice to look into conspiracy theories about voting in 2020, and for the department to come out and say that the 2020 election was very corrupt. Jeffrey Clark, that's a name that many Americans probably have never heard of, but he's become a main character with today's hearing because the president wanted to appoint him to lead the Department of Justice's effort into possibly overturning the 2020 election. Now, Clark really didn't answer any questions from the committee during questioning, but during today's testimony, former members of the Department of Justice spoke about how concerned they were about the president's plans and how if they went along with them, it would bring terrible consequences to the country. During the hearing today, there were details shared about meetings inside the Oval Office, and during one such meeting, Donald Trump brought up his plan to appoint Clark to head the Department of Justice. Again, that effort to overturn the 2020 race. And during this hearing, notes describing the meetings were shared, as well as a letter the president wanted the members of the Department of Justice to sign about the government allegedly having evidence to question the results in 2020. But during testimony, former department members described their concerns with this plan, as well as the reaction from the president to claims of finding no fraud.
We had concluded, based on actual investigations, actual witness interviews, actual reviews of documents, that these allegations simply had no merit. He responded very quickly and said, essentially, that's not what I'm asking you to do. What I'm just asking you to do is just say it was corrupt and leave the rest to me and the Republican congressman.
Again, very important to note that this hearing came the same day that federal agents revealed that they raided the home of Jeffrey Clark, the man we mentioned earlier. They raided his home on Wednesday in Northern Virginia. Unknown what exactly they were looking for, but again, Nichole, Clark has become a very central character in some of these hearings.
All right, Tom, thank you for that. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.